What is up, folks? Welcome along to our match reaction after finished Everton and Michael Oliver 2, Liverpool 2, in what was yet again another disgustingly disgraceful, shocking refereeing performance that ruined the derby, and Michael Oliver has once again found a way to put himself bang smack centre of attention in another game when Liverpool were going for a league title. Oliver has a say in it. It's a disgrace. Everton should have been down to 10. The game should have been over. There was a foul on Canade, and the close offside call, of course, went Everton's way. I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to say anymore. I haven't got the words that aren't going to land me in prison at this point. I don't even know what to say. Look, we can talk defensively. We can talk about not clearing our lines and all that stuff. Fair enough. But when there was a break in play, there was 23 minutes and 19 seconds or something like that on the clock. So a minute and 40 to go left to stoppage time. And he plays 2.5 to 2 minutes 45 extra. Again, for no reason. No reason. And then he sends off Arnott, sends off Curtis Jones. Decore got sent off as well. I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. They're killing football. They're killing it. Look, we're going to go through it. You guys can have your say. I'll have my say. But they are killing. They're killing football. Michael Oliver, at best, is incompetent. At best. I don't, look, how as a Liverpool fan can I sit here yet again when a referee's not done his job? Again. And this isn't sour grapes for a late draw, by the way. Everton played really well today. Let me say that. They played really well, and they were probably the better team in the second half. But this isn't about Everton. This is about Oliver, once again, not doing his job. Idrissa Gana Gueye should have been off in the first half for a second booking. Did nothing about it. Plays over the allotted time, and I'm allowing for the stoppage. He plays over the overly allowed stoppage time by about 45 seconds to a minute. Then we have a foul on Canade that doesn't even get looked at. Of course, again, because heaven forbid Michael Oliver was asked to go to a monitor to look at something. And it's just fine. And Everton get the derby, and the fucking scumbag fans start throwing stuff on the pitch at Jones. He then gets sent off. I'm done with it. It's disgusting. It's just disgusting. It's got nothing to do with sour grapes or a late equaliser. That's just sick. It's disgusting. And then he sends Slot off at the end, going up to him when he was shaking his hand as well. I don't even know what to say anymore. They're destroying the product. They're destroying the Premier League. Just say it. Just say it. Just come out and say it. We so badly want a London club to win it that we're going to do anything. Because that was fucking disgraceful. Benjamin said, part of my soul left me when Everton got equalised. What is it with Trent jogging everywhere? I don't know what to say, mate. I don't know what to say. James Hunt said, how does Oliver have a job? Probably had his wife bet on 3 red cards. He's an embarrassment. How was that not a foul, said Joshua. Again, you can't ask Michael Oliver to go to the monitor. He's above that. The underlings aren't allowed to tell Oliver he needs to look at a monitor or do that. Because heaven forbid, Big Ollie had to actually go and do his job. It's a disgrace. And nobody's going to tell me otherwise. I don't give a damn who you support or what you say. That was yet again Michael Oliver destroying Liverpool's title. Again. We should be 9 points clear at the top of the league, and that absolute fraud of a referee, like he did against Manchester City, has shafted us again. Again. There's no excuse for it. There's no excuse for it. He's robbed us again. The lad said, joke of a league. It is, mate. I'm with you, and thank you for being a member with us as well. Jack Love you, Craig. Man, thank you, but there's... It's eroding away our love of the game, this crap. And as I said, it's not just Liverpool fans Oliver screwed over. He is an absolute bona fide disgrace of a referee. So Oliver sets the bar for pushing incredibly low the whole game, and then they don't give a free kick for pushing Canade. Exactly. Every single time one of the Everton players went to ground, he got the free kick. Canade gets pushed when the time had already well elapsed, and Oliver and those absolute arseholes in VAR do nothing. Nothing. I'm fuming over this game. Shambles this was, said Barbie Thompson. Jacko said, Michael Oliver genuinely doesn't have a good refereeing performance in his body. I can't read out the second word of that, mate, because I'll get in trouble if I start shouting that word, and you'll notice I haven't said it. Needs to be a rule stating you can't add additional time once the extra time has been set. So what you're going to hear tomorrow, John, mate, on Ref Watch is that it's a minimum. That's what they're going to come out with tomorrow. I promise you. It's a minimum of X amount of time. Fair enough. But when that Everton players collided with each other, there was 1 minute and 40 seconds left in that game. And he lets it go on for another, 2 minutes 40 odd, if not more, past the end of the game. He's an absolute disgrace. There's no two ways about it. And Slot got a red, Jones got a red because 3 Everton lads jumped on him basically, and Jones gets a red for it. There's nothing to be said. There's nothing else to be said. They're destroying their own product. They're destroying their own league. And it's through incompetent officiating. Every single round of games, one of these little spoofers, and don't dare come on Sky talking about abuse to referees when they put in performances like that. They deserve fucking firing. Every single one of these useless little men in the middle arseholes can't do their jobs. It's disgraceful. What's the point in giving these clowns VAR? What's the point? Doesn't send Idrissa Gana Gueye off for the most blatant yellow card you're going to ever see. There's just not even words anymore. Mohamed Salah with a goal and an assist in the game. It's honestly... And Oliver's looking right at it, by the way. He's looking bang smack at Canade when he's getting pushed. Right at it. I'm seeing a replay now. Right at it. He's such a gimp. Corbin said, I've had to step outside, literally. Mate, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it at this point. Don't mind losing games of football. Don't mind late equalisers, but that stinks. Absolutely stinks. There's a man of the match poll up, by the way, and if you want to submit your player ratings, of course, you can do so as well. Again, our sponsors, Manscaped, thank you to them. 20% off and free shipping store-wide with our code. I'm heartbroken. Genuinely heartbroken. Don't know what to say. Every season, every year, Michael Oliver finds a way to screw us. Every single year. There's 3 things in there. 1, the tight offside. Guess which favour that goes in? Everton. 2, over the time. Should have been over. 3, a push on Canade. Every single one of those decisions, every single one of them went in Everton's favour. Every single one of them. At the end of the game. 3 things. Push, not given. Offside, close one, Everton get the nod. And then he plays over the time as well. It's shocking. I don't know what to say. It is shocking. And he's untouchable. He'll be out next week, doing it to somebody else again, and I'll have Dermot Gallagher shoving this crap down her throat on Ref Watch tomorrow. It's honestly a disgrace. It's a disgrace. Finno said robbery at its finest, disgrace. Tom said not surprised. A referee has to say in the game that personally could have cost us the title, and no surprise it's Michael Oliver. Exactly. The foul wasn't given on Salah on the edge of the box. Yep. As well. Nothing. We got nothing today, mate. Nothing. This is a disgrace, but we should have done better. Yes, look. In all of this, Andy, you're right, mate. That part shouldn't be glossed over. We should have defended it. You are right in that, Andy. And I know I'm focusing on the other parts of it there, but you're right, man. We still had a chance to defend it and we didn't yet again. Everton had the home team rub the green. A big foul on Salah, waved away on 90 minutes and bottled a red card on Gay. The only way refs can affect the result is Oliver's performance. Very anti-Liverpool. Brendan said, how does the Prem give this fella the Derby for his first game back? Zero control. Commentary called him one of our best. He's a disgrace, man. He's a disgrace of a ref. What happened to the 5 minutes of extra time? Look, I've no problem with him going past the 5 minutes because, of course, he had to add on extra. But he went past what was required there as well. He played at least 45 seconds over what he said himself. And we're going to hear it's a minimum because that's to get out of jail card, because there always has to be one. Gareth said, why didn't we get the drop ball? We had the ball after the clash of heads. Joe, I didn't notice that, Gareth, mate. To be honest with you, I didn't notice it. Green, thank you for being a member with us, mate. Said, Michael Oliver making it all about himself again. I'm disgusted by Oliver and Everton's behaviour. Look, I wouldn't be concerned about the blue shite, mate. You know, nothing surprises me there. I feared this ref trying to make a title a little race, said Jack. What have we learned today is if you want extra time, in extra time, just headbutt your nearest teammate. Every Premier League fan can say the refs in the Premier League are arse. What has to happen for something to change? And exactly this. Before the game, we had Shane on, who popped in with a super chat as a United fan and said Oliver is a disgrace and screwed them for the worst penalty decision of the season probably. Today, here yet again, he's in the middle of it and it's all about Oliver at the end. And we're just going to be told, you know what will happen is somebody will go too far, send an email or something, and Sky will jump all over it tomorrow and go, referees shouldn't be subjected to this shit. We shouldn't be subjected to this. As fans, we should not be subjected to absolute hometown decision making like that. And the 97th minute, it's honestly, lads, it's hard to care anymore because they're just destroying it. Elliot said, this is a shameful display. Piece of shit referee. He is, mate. I don't disagree. All anti-lift comms and Oliver ref, was this fixed? No. Look, I'm not accusing. I've not once said anything about corruption or fixing or anything like that. But what I am saying is that was nowhere near an acceptable refereeing display. Why no yellow for Decore? Why no? They should have been down to 10. Look, nothing we can say is going to change the fact that it ended in a draw. And the lead at the top is 7, which is still a healthy lead. But they are doing their very best to make this a title race, like they did last season, again. And we just have to take it as fans, because nobody has our back. Nobody looks out for fans. Nobody cares about us. You know, he'll be out there refereeing again next week, after his little fucking jolly up over to Abu Dhabi for the Manchester City owners. I'm sick of it. I'm absolutely sick of it. And this, by the way, Owen, I agree with, mate. I agree with this. Absolute ref aside, we were nowhere near good enough today, and you run the risk when you don't put the game to bed. I can't argue with that, old mate. I can't, you know, it's a very fair comment. Yeah, I can't argue with that, man. It's spot on. We should have seen it out. We weren't good enough today. That's a fair comment. Yeah, I have nothing really to push back on that, mate. I agree with what you've said. Come on, ladies and gentlemen, we'll still win the league. Said VI Jokers, screw corrupt officials and Pep's mate Arteta for Arsenal. Look, I think we still win the league as well, mate, of course. 7 points is a good, healthy lead, but I don't know. It's always something every season. Always a big game with a big decision, and it never, ever, ever goes our way. Ever. None of these 50-50 calls near the end of a game goes our way. None. Good finish, by the way, from Tarkowski. Never hit a better shot than that in his life. Kind of reminds me of the late equaliser that, what's his name, scored at Anfield. Another Everton centre-back. Oh, lads. Alf said, surely we'll overturn the slot red. Well, we don't know what he said. To be fair, all I seen is Oliver and Arne. Jagielka, yes, mate, thank you. I was at that game as well. I don't know what Arne said to him, by the way, because Oliver immediately pulled out the card and sent him off, but I've no idea what Arne said. And any other job, he'd be sacked in the morning, said Legit Beast 9000. Oliver might as well have made a Coot-style video being anti-Liverpool. Late draws are part of the game, but this is a shambles. Big up, great content from Gory Wexford. Thank you, my man. Much love to my fellow Wexfordian and Gory native. Thank you, bro. Look, I'm going to go in to get some more chats as well, because I know I've been focusing on the super chats because they were flying in and I had to get through them. And I'm going to get into the normal comments now. Give everybody else a chance to vent. Curtis is a legend for stopping the Corey and inciting the away fans. Exactly. But yet Jones gets sent off. Marv said Oliver's not a ref. Virgil had a poor game. He did, to be fair. We didn't show up today. Anybody who's saying we didn't play well enough, you're all making a valid point on that. We didn't. And Everton were the better team in the second half. I've no problem admitting that. But football isn't about getting what you deserve. Sometimes these things happen. But you cannot tell me that in 3 potential things at the end of that game, yet again, too much time, a foul on Canade, and a very close offside decision, and every one of them fall into Everton's favour. Every one of them. I don't know what else to say after that. Screwed us at Spurs gaff with 2 red cards for nothing. Screwed us when we played Arsenal when Odegaard handled the ball as clear as day and no ref sent to the monitor. And then Doku kicks McAllister in the chest. No ref sent to the monitor. Yet again, another big game for us in a title race. And they find a way to make it about the refs. There's nothing else I can say to it. It's actually embarrassing at this point. If Oliver is seen as one of these best referees, I would hate to see the worst. Bradley, how are you, Bradley? And thank you, mate. Said, Spurs fan, you deserve the league. Same as your fans. Your mentality is why you will win it. No other team has that mentality that Liverpool have. Thank you, bro. Appreciate your kind words. Nessie said, 2 back-to-back poor performances after resting most of our first-team players. Something must be wrong. That's a really good comment, Nessie. That's a really good comment. Because remember, yes, we rested our boys up. So we went out of the FA Cup, and this was the focus. And we didn't show up. So you are right on that, Nessie. Apparently Slot went for a handshake and got a red. He did, but I didn't see what he said, Pulse Champ. He went over, shook Oliver's hand, said something, and then Oliver immediately went to his pocket, but I didn't see what he said. What are your thoughts on the fighting at the end? Look, it's an emotionally charged moment. You've got a late equaliser, the last derby at Goodison. I expect players to get emotional out there. And, I don't know the full ins and outs of what happened with Jones and Decore out on that side, but it didn't look great. But again, I don't feel comfortable speaking enough about it because I didn't see all of it and I don't know the ins and outs of it. What time is Everton's 30 years without a trophy bus leaving? Will said, how come Endo didn't come off to end the game? I know we went with Jota. And look, to be fair, we kept finding some space and trying to exploit it at the end. But look, whatever way you want to look at it, poor defending from us again. Another stupid decision to not clear our lines. Being out-muscled in the penalty area. I mean, there's a whole multitude of reasons to be frustrated about this one. From the referee to our own performance to the state of our defence. I don't know what to say, lads. I'm heartbroken. Same as you all. Heartbroken. And again, I'm not having a dig at Everton here. They play, they do what they can get away with. That's football. And fair play to Tarkowski on a great finish, but it just feels like we've been shafted again. The Life of Jay said, man of the match, Michael Oliver. I'm so mad. Bad decisions like this should be sent to court for corruption. Look, we'll be laughed at again, because that's what happens in these moments. You know, we'll have Gary Neville out on his little Gary Neville Bitch Boy podcast telling us all how referees have to be respected and it's a difficult job, and we'll have Sky jumping on and Dermot Gallagher tomorrow telling us that Michael Oliver's the second coming of Jesus. It just stinks. Stinks. And they're destroying the game from the stakeholders, the fans who make it what it is, who go, sing their hearts out, spend their money, whether it's TV, whether it's the jerseys, whether it's travelling to the games. And they're ruining it. And they're doing it. And it cannot be accidental all the time. Us winning this game would have killed Arsenal's confidence. Now they have some motivation for the Leicester game on Saturday as well. Harry said, worse than Spurs. Where's the AI assisted VAR? Oh, don't you know? Not ready yet. Supposed to be in start of the season, October, Christmas time, February we are, and still no semi-automated offside made. Because that would take it out of the hands of the lads in Stockley Park. And they wouldn't have the opportunity to make sure that any little 50-50 decision on offside fucked us. Like it did. Very coincidental, wasn't it? That the line for onside was perfectly just onside. A gee hair more and he's off. But no, perfect line onside. And then the foul. No, don't ask Oliver to look at it and make a decision. Heaven forbid that. Heaven forbid. No, just every one of them shafting us. One after another. This is a good point. The detective said, it seems like in some of these derbies we struggle with the physicality like United at home. Where is the endo and should have been brought on? I'm sure the lads will still kick on from here. The lads shouldn't have let that happen as well. Let's talk about that part of it because, you know, we've moaned enough about the ref. But let's talk about the defendant. 2 Everton goals today. First one, we were completely switched off in a derby from a free kick and one straight pass opened up our defence. That's unacceptable. Then at the end of the game, when you just have to hold firm, clear everything, give them nothing, we get bullied in our own penalty area again. It's just not good enough. It's not good enough. So yeah, you know, we didn't play well today. There's no getting away from that fact. I'm absolutely happy to say that. Everton were probably worth their point. Again, I'm not trying to say that the game was so one-sided, but it doesn't take away from that performance from Oliver again. And it cannot always be a coincidence that every time we're in a top of the table situation and it's a big game, he has some influence on it. Some way to make sure that we don't get 3 points. Brito said, Gunnar here. Like the result, but Michael Oliver is spoiling football. And look, man, I appreciate that. Look, I get it. Of course you like the result, man. I'd be the same if I was the other way around. But I've said this so many times about referees, mate. I know it's easy for people to come in and go, aha, Liverpool got screwed, let's laugh. Or, aha, Arsenal got messed over, let's laugh. But it just allows them, it just emboldens them to keep getting away with this crap. And none of them are ever held to account. So you're right. Us today, it'll be you next week, United the week after, Chelsea the week after. But the one common denominator here, my friend, is that the referees are never held accountable. Never. Everyone's saying we didn't play well, but that's not fair because we got penalised for being physical and they get rewarded. I mean, that's a fair point as well. But look, we didn't play very well. But every 50-50, every confident, everything he could give Everton, he did. And again, we should have been playing against 10 men. Idrissa Gana Gueye should have been sent off. And he wasn't. That alone should be enough to question what Oliver's at. Because it was open and shut. The Salah bias is shocking. Michael Oliver Cromwell. How Mo didn't get that free on the edge of the box, bro. I don't know what to say. I don't know how he didn't get the free kick. But he gets nothing from referees. He gets no protection. Someone should sweep kick Oliver legs next game. According to him, it's not a foul. Anyway, otherwise would have been given on Salah, so it's fair game. Diaz fell for a push to centre-back, but not for Canade. I know. As I said, mate, any 50-50 decision Everton got today. We should all rolled all over the pitch like Everton players, said Mohammed. Again, to run down the clock, mate. I get where you're coming from. Joshua said, what about the foul on Salah in the last minute? Again, mate, we didn't get anything. Like you said, it was a clear foul, but no, nothing. I hope the anger from this game puts some energy on the pitch. I swear to God, if they put Michael Oliver in charge of the game against Man City, we should just refuse to play it. Watch the PGMOL troll us by putting Oliver in charge of the City game. Big Schlong Marty said Oliver's a little rat who needs sacking. Anyone know what Arna got sent off for? It's just for what he said. Now, I don't know what he said. I've no idea what the words were, but that's what he was sent off for. Something he said. The man of the match poll, by the way, Mohamed Salah is a clear winner on this. We've nearly had 10,000 votes, so keep voting if you haven't. Mohamed Salah is miles away in front in the man of the match poll. And as somebody said as well, yeah, even the pundits they put on for the game, like, just couldn't be any more let fucking screw Liverpool in every which way. Adam, how are you, bro? Hey, Craig, Spurs fan here. Love your channel. Thank you, Adam. Appreciate you, mate. Everton played well. They did. Absolutely. Everton played their hearts out. No argument about that whatsoever. I don't think the result will change things. Still lifting Arsenal, and Arsenal will be crying. Look, I don't think it changes too much either, mate, but it's happened a lot. You know, it's happened a lot. And it genuinely takes away your love of the game. Because you know what happened at your gaff when we played yous. And at that time, it was a top of the table clash. It's not your fault, again, as a fan, but we were screwed. Then we play Arsenal at Anfield. And Odegaard goes full LeBron James in the penalty area, arcing the ball around to move his hand. No penalty, and not even asked to look at it. Then we play Manchester City a while later. A very late penalty that should have been open, shut. A high foot on McAllister. Referee not even asked to go to the monitor. And here we are today again, against Everton, and the referee finds a way to make it about them. 3 parts at the end of it, too long time, a foul on Canade, and a close offside decision that shock horror goes in Everton's favour. I don't know what else to say. You'll never walk alone, stay strong as fans of VI Jokers. I'm heartbroken. Heartbroken. Right, so your Anfield Agenda man of the match with 73% of the over 10,000 votes is Mohamed Salah. That was yet another game for the great man where he scores and assists. And congratulations to Mo again. It looks like Johnny Heidinger will be on the sidelines in charge for the game of the weekend after Arna's red card against Wolves. But, of course, there'll be no punishment for Oliver. Nothing whatsoever there. And someone saying Sipka Hulshoff was also sent off. Fuck me. By the way, I'm very proud of myself because I haven't bitten on any of the keep crying comments written in the chat, which you know me, usually I do, but that's all they have, these trolls, so I'll leave them to it. They don't have a creative bone in their body, but well played. Only one loss. Oliver, Smile, Craig, we're 7 up. Look, man, I'm heartbroken. I can't lie, mate. I can't lie, mate. I'm heartbroken. Yeah, I'm heartbroken. Should have stayed at work. Plymouth performance makes this worse too. Feels like goals from anywhere other than Salah look to be drying up, and yet they won't give the man a contract either. So, you know what I mean? What is it about our club? We won't strengthen, we won't reward the players who are playing well, and I'm supposed to believe that this isn't getting in people's heads either. Like, it's like we're trying to sabotage ourselves as well. Like, it. Kane Hatfield, how are you, Kane? Said, absolutely fuming, pathetic from our players. Oliver's a spud, but at the end of the day, we extended our lead at the top. This title is ours. Yeah, I mean, I guess looking at the positive, mate, it is a point picked up, as you've said. It's now 7. Should have been 9. Should have been 9. Virgil van Dijk, speaking about the clash of the players at the end, said, it was a very big provocation from one certain player. We all saw it and reacted as a team, and we were able to do. You know what happens nowadays? It becomes one big tussle. Then it's not me who has to deal with it. It's the referee. And today, I'm not sure he had it fully under control. He absolutely didn't, Virgil. You're right. He absolutely didn't have that one under control. So anyway, ladies and gents, I'm going to go record the player ratings. Can you guess what Michael Oliver's going to get? If you want to submit your player ratings to be included, there's a link at the top of the video chat there now. Click on it and you'll be able to submit them. Yeah, thank you to all of you for joining us again today. Appreciate your support. If you haven't subscribed, please do. We'd love to push towards 300,000 subscribers. Yeah, appreciate you. Oscar, did I miss your super chat, mate? I'll scroll back to find it now. Didinho said 7 points clear, 1 game gone, despite PGMOL. VI Jokers said, got to focus on the next game. Come on, everyone. Yep, exactly. Let me just try and find your super chat, Oscar, mate. Apologies. Oh, here it is, Oscar. Why didn't VAR look at the dive for the first goal? Mate, I've lost track of anything VAR there for. I don't know what they actually do, Oliver, mate, or Oscar, excuse me. Sorry, Oscar. I don't know what they actually do, mate, other than nothing. But there you go. Look, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us. Appreciate you. 7 points clear. Let's see what happens over the next few weeks. Much love. Thank you to our sponsors, Manscaped, as well. Quick reminder, you can get yourself 20% off and free shipping store-wide at manscaped.com with our code Anfield20. And thank you to everyone that joined us. Love you guys. Thank you for your support.